It's Jay Grant right out here in the dynamic room, the great outdoors. It's not an actual room in the house, but it's the best room of the house. Today I'm going to talk about common sense. How many of us have it? I hope that you do. Common sense is knowing what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and not being led astray by rules, regulations, and what other people are doing. It's an intuition. Some people would say it's a gut feeling, or it is related to a gut feeling. There seems to be a lack of common sense all across society these days, and it may come from fear, it may come from the dumbing down of pop culture, the dumbing down of educational systems. It may come from the simple lack of knowledge and inability to think for oneself, inability to gain knowledge. But, you know, we really do need common sense. It's a part of life that really helps us to navigate the dynamics of life. Life is not static, it's very dynamic, just like it is outdoors. Standing out here, I see many birds, insects, many things happening all at once, and that's the same thing in life. If I'm walking through life saying that I'm going to walk a straight line from point A to point B, hey, that sounds great. It's great to have a goal. We've got to have these goals. But if I say that I'm going to do that and I actually attempt to do that, then unfortunately I might get hit by a bus. So, you know, how many of us have said we would never jaywalk? We've got lines demarcating where to cross the street, but I guarantee you, if there was some kind of unforeseen emergency on your side of the street, you're going to run across to the other side of the street however you best can get there. You're not going to be looking for those lines. And so that's kind of an extreme example of where common sense comes into play. You know, we know the rules, we know what we're supposed to do, but when the time comes and different variables pop up in life, it's time to act, make a quick decision, the best decision, and if there are consequences to those decisions, we can figure those out later. But common sense dictates that right now, this is the best thing to do. How many times have we lost the remote control to the TV? Common sense would tell you to, you know, reach into the couch, look into the couch. How many times have we not known how to use a household appliance and potentially thrown away an expensive, well-working appliance simply because we didn't look up the directions? Maybe we lost the directions, but nowadays we could probably look them up online, look up a YouTube video, and determine how to best use that product. Common sense comes into play and helps us to garner all of the resources at our disposal rather than simply give up and go buy a new product or a new service. I remember I told myself many years ago, I've been married for over 10 years to my beautiful wife, I told myself before I started dating her that I would not date anyone for a whole year. Now for me, that was a good goal at the time. I was trying to regroup and kind of figure out who I was and just, you know, be more confident in myself. But lo and behold, I met my future wife, and I'm so glad that I said, you know what, forget that. I am going to have common sense. I think I'm going to start dating this person. And so common sense is just so important because, you know, we set guidelines for ourselves, and we have community guidelines, and we have rules like I was stating before. But again, we want to be able to be flexible so that we can achieve the good things in life. And so, you know, life is a journey. it's an adventure. And yes, again, we set goals, we set vast goals, and we want to get from point A to point B all the way to point Z. But that journey is probably going to be a zigzagging path. Enjoy that journey, have common sense through that journey so that you can not be so rigid and be able to enjoy all of the ups and downs and the left and the right turns through life. You're going to need that common sense. You're going to need that flexibility. There will be thunderstorms. There will be trucks coming by that will cause you to have to move over here or move over there. But in the long run, you're going to pat yourself on the back for having that flexibility, for having that common sense. So stay focused, have common sense. Until I see you the next time, take care and take care of yourself. Stay safe.